Hello, my name is Lexium, and in this tutorial I'm going to try and assist you in using the tools created by admin else on GitHub. As you can see right here, I got the GitHub desktop, the scraper, and my GitHub folder. These tools created by admin else basically try and do recipes and stuff and take a database or archive of all of the recipes that return as a success. Then you can search. Now they do have some information here that they provided, but at least for me, I was not able to get them working at first. I spent a couple hours. It's now morning time, but hopefully I can walk through not too many mess ups to get you to be able to use these tools as well. So up here in the issues tab, there was a thread in which me and this person did a little talking back and forth. So you can find this, and it will have the links and information that I was going through. But I'm going to be posting these links and information. I'm going to try and write it up in the about section. So the first thing, these I think are like with the $signs for Linux, from what I've been able to tell. Everything I'm going to show is in Windows. So the first thing we're going to do is get the GitHub desktop for Windows. So once you download that, install it, should be pretty easy on that one. Then Python, also pretty easy. Just gonna either Google that or use the link, download that. I'm on 3.12.2. I'm not sure if the version matters, but that's the newest one that was available for me at this time. Then we're going to go to this one. This is the git command. I downloaded it 64-bit Windows. I don't think you need 32. I don't know what that would change. And then here we have the pip.pyz. Now this is for the second instruction that admin else had posted, where we're instructed to use pip3. But I have not found a way to get this command working for me. So to bypass it, I got the pip script, I think it is, directly, and I added to the project. Now, as soon as you click this link, either here or in the about, it's going to automatically download it. So it's just going to show up in your browser, and it'll probably show up in your downloads, wherever you have that automatically set up. So once you have that all ready to go, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to open up GitHub desktop. That's going to be in your start. You're going to either search it or you're going to see like newly installed programs. And the first thing it's going to ask you is to either create an account or log into an account. The second thing it's going to show you is to create a repository. From what I remember, I think it asks you as soon as you install the program to name your first repo. So I am going to be naming this craft. These can be left none. The path can be, I think, about anything, because when we open up the command, it's going to go straight to whatever directory we created. So we're going to create that. Now you can go to repository and you can just hit open command prompt. That should show up to your documents, GitHub, and craft. It should be whatever one you're on, current repository. If you need to manually, you can right click and you can have open command prompt and it'll bring you to here. So the first command that we're going to run is everything after the $sign space right here. We're going to just Control V. And this is going to grab all of these files. You can probably just download all of these files and also toss them into there, but this command does it nicely. It just builds them all there. The only thing it does that doesn't quite work well, it does work, but it's a little messy, is it puts it in a subdirectory. So now, because we're in craft, all the commands that we run, they're going to say that they can't find the files unless we type in infinity scrape, and then the file. So to help make it easier, I'm gonna just take all of these, basically besides the git, ignore, and the readme, everything else I'm gonna copy. I'm gonna put it in the main directory here on craft. So now the second thing that we're gonna have to do is run this pip3 command. But like I said, we need the actual file. Now it's probably gonna be in your downloads folder. For me, I'm gonna go to the other project that I have because it's right here, pip.pyz. I'm just gonna copy it over from the last project that I was doing and paste it into here. Now, we're gonna look at this command and we're gonna copy everything at the install, but we're gonna have to type that script. So we're gonna put pip.pyz and we're gonna have the space and we're just gonna type that in. Give it a moment. You're gonna have a bunch of loading bars and a bunch of things because it's gonna get all the files that are required to run the project. For me, it says requirement already satisfied because I installed this before. These are installed on the Python side of the things that you've installed. So once that's all done, we're gonna get our command line back to the crafts folder. Now, they show here, Python howtoget.py. Now the Python I think works if you're using this inside Python, but like I said, haven't been able to get that working for me. So we're just gonna put py. I think that's just because on Windows, I think it's just py. So we're gonna put how to get.py. It should show up, what do you want? I'm just gonna put dog star because that's one that I've remember last seen. And it's gonna tell you basically all the ways that it's found to get to there. See, it tells you how to get to the point where you're gonna craft dog, and then at some point through here, it's gonna probably tell you how to, yeah, get hipster and stuff, and then you craft dog. And that's everything that's in the database file. Let me show you here, right here, this one, infinitecraft.db, 216 kilobytes. This is a database that is included from the person who created this. As you can see, it just has a bunch of data that shows like all of the things that they've probably discovered using the scrape tool. And what you can do if you want is you can put py and you can put scrape.py. And it's basically going to be running the same thing that I have the other one working on right here. It's just trying to find all the recipes, and it'll just randomly combine things. Like this is Venus flytrap and wine is wine. And whenever it finds a new one, it is going to automatically apply it to your database. I'm going to hit Control-C here. It's going to say exiting, and let's say here, New Yorker. So this is the database that we created. We're going to do py how to get.py. And let's say that we put New Yorker. It's going to say didn't find the resource. But here, the one that did find it, if I put this one is not set up the same. So this one needs to be infinity scrape / how to get. Now this one's gonna show all the ways to get to New Yorker because this one's discovered New Yorker. And now I'm just gonna put py. I'm going to restart the scrape so that I can start collecting recipes again. And I'm gonna try and see how many recipes I can get, and I'm gonna try and put a updated database file in the about. I'm not sure where I'm gonna be hosting it. Maybe on Google Drive or something. I'll have to figure it out. I don't know how much I'm gonna be scraping. It is pretty slow, and I have had the site return back a error, like it wouldn't let me connect to it. So I don't know if that was just my internet, if that's just a command thing, or what, but it is not particularly fast. So I will see how much I go to update the database. And if you do collect the database from that link, you're going to download it. You're going to have to replace it here in your craft file. What you can do is you can just put .old on the last one if you want to just be secure and you want to keep whatever, either the database that you create or the database that came with it. And then you're just going to add whatever database that you want to use, and it'll automatically start searching that one. Anyways, that is everything that I figured out that should get you working and stuff. Again, you can look through here. You can also look through this post to see if you find anything. You can post a comment if you're still having issues, to see if anybody replies, or maybe I can look into it. But I do not know these files particularly well because I didn't create them, and I don't work with Python, so this is, chances are I probably won't know how to fix your issue. But hopefully you got it working first try, and hopefully you find the recipes that you're looking for. Anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you for your patience. Like I said, I'm quite tired. Been up all night. But yeah, if you want to hang out or see what stuff I do VTubing on Twitch, or you can look in the description for a Discord, and I don't know, tell me what what amazing things you're crafting and such on Infinite Craft. But anyways, that's all for now. Have a good rest of your day, and goodbye.